Rob Weedoff said this.
I've got such exciting news. I can't share it with you right now, and it's absolutely killing me.
Which sent the internet mental. Admittedly, me included. But then he said this to try and save it.
I do not make announcements for Rockstar Games. Rockstar Games makes announcements for Rockstar Games.
Whether or not he's just deflecting, doing a bit of damage control, or his big news actually has nothing to do with Rockstar. I thought we'd take a little dive into some speculation and talk about what could be next for the Red Dead series. Before I get into it, just a quick disclaimer. This is all absolute speculation. Anything factual, I will try and provide evidence. If Rob's exciting news ends up being unrelated to Rockstar, then yeah, we can probably chuck all those Undead Nightmare 2 dreams and Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster theories straight out the window. But there's still hope for Red Dead Redemption 3. Of course, it wouldn't be called Red Dead Redemption 3, it'd be Red Dead insert cool word starting with R. Unless we stick with the Vanderlyn gang, then who knows. I've seen a few interesting sequel ideas pop up in the comments, so I'm going to run through some of them. I get the hype. Young Arthur, Dutch, Hosea, building the gang from the ground up. It sounds cool. But the thing is, the series is called Red Dead Redemption. It's all about the character finding redemption after a life of crime and mistakes. And young Arthur wasn't exactly a saint. He was rough and violent, and honestly, players love Arthur now because he was trying to do better. So watching him become worse, that's a really hard sell. That said, seeing his early romance with Mary or the time before he lost his son, that could hit hard emotionally if handled right. A game following a younger Landon Ricketts and seeing what happened at Blackwater sounds awesome on paper, but timeline-wise, Red Dead Redemption 2 only takes place 12 years before Red Dead Redemption 1, and even then, Landon's already a weathered legend. Plus, the original voice actor passed away during Red Dead Redemption 2's production. While it hasn't really stopped Rockstar from doing workarounds for this in the past, seeing his uncle's actor also passed away during the production of Red Dead Redemption 2, they still got some of his voice lines recorded for Red Dead Redemption 2 in the form of him singing.
I couldn't wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters is done. I throwed her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burnt, so did I.
It's actually the voice actor from Red Dead Redemption 1. Landon's character doesn't really fit the whole high versus low honor mechanic, since he's already a well-established gunslinger, so there's not really much redemption to chase there. Cool idea? Yeah, sure. But I don't think it's that likely. As soon as I read this one, I saw in my head exactly how this would end. And oh boy, is it gut-wrenching. Sadie becomes a bounty hunter after the events of Red Dead Redemption 2. Imagine her story taking place somewhere else in America, living free, taking jobs, and carving her own path. And then, bam, one day, she hears a voice that she'd never thought she'd hear again.
Hello, old friend.
That scene alone would destroy people, because we know John hunted down members of his old gang. That's literally the premise of Red Dead Redemption 1. And if you remember in Red Dead Redemption 1, the game opens with John stepping off the boat in Blackwater. But how did he get there, and where did he travel from? They could also bring Charles into this, or do a DLC where you play as John, tracking them both down. Both of which have so many gut-wrenching possibilities. And the honor system could tie into how you conduct bounty work. Bring him in alive, or take him in the easier way. This, to me, sounds like the most logical step, seeing as Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 happened at the tail end of the Outlaw era. Set anything after that, and you're in car territory, not cowboy country. Now, if Rockstar suddenly dropped a trailer for a Red Dead game set in the 1920s, I'd probably say, wait, what? And then immediately follow that with, okay, I'm listening. But what I'd love to see is a totally new location, brand new gang, maybe even follow someone who builds a gang from scratch, rise to legend status, and then in the sequel, watch it all burn down. So, I've said this one before, and some people weren't quite on board, but just hear me out a little bit. Australia has a massive outlaw history, from bushrangers, gold rush towns, dodgy colonial politics. Perfect for a Red Dead spin-off. And let's be honest, if Rockstar makes a game about outlaws in Australia and doesn't at least reference Ned Kelly, it would be a huge missed opportunity. They already referenced him in Red Dead Online.
My lord, look at you.
I read about this. Australian, I believe. Always wanted to see if it works.
Just imagine it. Horseback shootouts in the bush, dusty goldfields, crocodile-infested rivers. I can guarantee you would play that in a heartbeat. Whatever Rob's big news is, it has everyone buzzing. Whether it's the return of Red Dead or something entirely new. One thing's for sure. If Rockstar is working on something behind the scenes, they'll make us wait. They'll make us beg. And then they'll blow us away with it. Until then, all we've got is speculation, theories, and a whole lot of hope.